Hello Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Capricorn, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. So with all that being said, Capricorn, let's get started. How does Capricorn currently view this relationship? All right, let's see what's going on, Capricorn. So we do have the Nine of Swords, we do have the King of Cups, and then we also have the Six of Pentacles. But at the bottom of the deck, we do have the Queen of Wands. We also have, the Five of Cups, the Seven of Wands, and we also have the Five of Swords. To the Ace of Cups, to the Page of Cups. Okay, let's talk. I do feel like you're the Queen of Wands in all of this. Don't get caught up in the gender, okay? Because nothing's gender specific. We all have masculine and feminine energy within us, but I do believe you're the Queen of Wands in all of this. All right, so it looks like there was a really big fight / argument that transpired here. And by the way, this big fight / argument, it could have transpired into like a whole like breakup between you and this person. All right. Needless to say, it kind of looks like this King of Cups over here left a really bad taste in your mouth due to this big fight / argument. Okay. I do feel like you have a history of getting disappointed by this person, primarily because this one over here, I guess, refuses to change their ways. Okay. I am definitely getting that you also give this person chance after chance after chance to get it right. And it kind of looks like what typically would happen, right? Is that this person will turn around and disappoint you in some way, shape, and or form. And they'll, come around saying that they're sorry and wanting a second chance. And then you turn around and you accept their apology and give them another chance just for them to hurt you and disappoint you again. So it kind of looks like you have a history of going through this with this King of Cups over here. Now, with the Queen of Wands to the Seven of Wands, I kind of feel like you reached your limit with this person. So much to the point where here they are, you know what I mean? Again, trying to apologize to you, wanting a second chance with you, trying to make things right with you. But it kind of looks like this time you're kind of putting your foot down with them. And I do kind of feel like it has a lot to do with your history with this person. Okay, your history with this person has revealed to you on multiple and or several different occasions that they're just going to continue to hurt you and disappoint you time and time again. And it kind of looks like this time around you're very determined to not give this person another chance and or opportunity to hurt you and disappoint you again is what I'm getting. Okay, for some of you, you could be dealing with a water sign strongly, possibly an earth sign, maybe even an air sign. But that's kind of what I see this person doing. Okay, extending themselves to you, making it seem, like they're really, really sorry, things of that nature. And I feel like this is what this person typically does. You know what I mean? Like they come back around your way and they kind of give you like the only show. Yeah, this to me kind of feels like they're putting on a show. Like, oh my God, Capricorn, I'm so sorry that I did this to you. I don't know what I was thinking. Like, it does kind of feel like they're putting on a little bit of a show. I do want to look at this King of Cups of yours a little bit more. So let's look at them real quick. How does this person... Okay. We have the Justice card to the Six of Swords, and then we also have the Fool out here. I'm going to be honest. Okay, this is the energy that this one over here is harnessing prior to extending themselves to you, prior to, apologizing to you. So just kind of keep that in mind. There's a boatload of confidence, especially with the Strength card. The Strength card could definitely represent somebody who has a lot of confidence, within themselves or what they're about to do, right? So this person has a boatload of confidence that they're going to be able to like patch things up with you is kind of what I'm gathering. This person feels pretty confident that they can get back into your good graces all over again. Now, granted, you did show up as the Queen of Wands and the Seven of Wands. So that's kind of telling me that you're kind of fed up with this one over here. Okay. So we'll see. We'll see how this all, plays out. But they feel pretty confident. Okay, that they could be able to like patch things up with you and get back together with you if in the event there was an ending that occurred here between you and this person. How does Capricorn feel? All right, so we do have the Seven of Pentacles, we do have the Judgment card, and then we also have the World out here. When it comes down to how you're feeling, okay, you feel like if you were to accept this person back into your life all over again, history is just going to continue to repeat itself. and it's only a matter of time before it does, right? So in your head, you basically, think that if you accept this person back, it's only a matter of time before they hurt you again. It's only a matter of time before they disappoint you again. You've been down this road with this person many, many times to know that that's exactly what's going to happen, because that's exactly what continues to happen with this particular person. So with the world coming out here, it does appear to me that you're very determined to break free from this vicious cycle you've found yourself in with this particular person. In other words, if there was an ending that occurred here between the two of you, it looks like you're choosing to keep things as is between the two of you, which is basically over. If this relationship has yet to come to an end due to like this big fight / argument, it does appear to me that you're at the verge of bringing it all to an end between the two of you. How does this person currently feel? Okay, so we have the Knight of Pentacles. We do have the, Page of Wands. And then we also have the Nine of Pentacles. The bottom of the deck, we do have the King and the Queen of Wands out here. Okay. All right. In regards to how this person's currently feeling, remember, you did show up as the Queen of Wands to the Seven of Wands. So this person's experiencing a level of pushback from you. So I am getting two different storylines here. So take what resonates with you and leave behind what doesn't. For those of you who did experience an ending with this person already because you officially reached your limit with this one over here, this level of pushback that they're experiencing from you as they're trying to fix or repair things here with you is something that they were personally anticipating / expecting to happen, okay? However, this person has found that being consistent, right, and persistent with you, especially when it comes down to what it is that they want with you, has always caused you, according to them, to like cave in and give them what they basically want, right? So it kind of looks like in the past, if you guys did ever like break up, what they would typically do is run back to you. They'll experience a level of pushback. You'll say something along the lines of, no, that's it, I'm done with you, leave me alone. But then they just keep going and going and going. They just keep trying and trying and trying to get you back. And then eventually, you turn around and, give this person another chance. So in this person's head, they think that they just got to keep trying and trying and trying and trying and trying to get you back. And eventually you'll cave in and give them the reconciliation that they want. So that's just kind of what they think is going to end up happening. If they just remain consistent and persistent with you and refuse to leave you alone, you'll turn around and give them another chance. Okay. Now, for those of you where an ending has not occurred between you and this person feels like if they just remain consistent and persistent with you, they'll be able to get back into your good graces all over again, and things will go back to normal between the two of you. Now, I don't know about all of that. And here's why. It appears to me that when you entered your relationship with this person, considering the fact that you guys are showing up as a King and the Queen of Wands, and we got the King of Cups out here, chances are when you walked into this relationship, you were a Queen of Cups like energy, okay? So that's kind of telling me when you met this person, you fell in love with them and they basically fell in love with you. It was kind of like a love at first sight type of situation between you and this one. Anyways, the fact that you're showing up as a Queen of Wands is not necessarily a good sign within a romantic relationship. And here's why. So that's kind of telling me that over time, right, you started to lose love for this person for whatever reason. And it could have had a lot to do with the stuff that this person was putting you through that caused you to lose love for this person. But what comes before, right, the Queen of Cups is the Queen of Swords. So when a feminine energy reaches a Queen of Swords like energy within a romantic relationship, it's a very, very bad sign, because not only did that feminine energy fall out of love with that person, but now that feminine energy finds themselves in this space of, what am I doing with this person? So it looks like you checked out emotionally, then you started to kind of check out mentally speaking. So you kind of found yourself kind of questioning, like, why am I with this person? They don't deserve me. They don't love me. They don't value me. They don't appreciate me. Now, what comes before the Queen of Swords is the Queen of Wands. So once a feminine energy reaches a Queen of Wands like status within a romantic relationship, that the relationship and our marriage is like 2.5 seconds from coming to an end, because Once you reach a Queen of Wands like energy within a romantic relationship, you're 2.5 seconds from physically leaving the marriage and a relationship. So with that being said, I don't think that this masculine energy that you've been dealing with is consciously aware that throughout the course of the relationship between the two of y'all, you've been checking out. I just don't think this person's aware of it. I think that this person thinks that you're still kind of like tapped in and tuned in and connected to them and the relationship that you guys share, you know, with one another, because you're still physically, you know what I mean, around. You're still giving them chance after chance. So I feel like that's kind of why, you know what I mean, this person kind of feels like you ain't going nowhere, you know what I mean? But little do they know, you've already reached the Queen of Wands like status, you know? So if you guys are still technically speaking together, you're 2.5 seconds from leaving the marriage and a relationship. Because if you've already checked out emotionally and mentally, the last thing that you have to do in this equation is leave physically. And you're 2.5 seconds from doing that. And considering the energy that we picked up for you, as far as you considering and bringing the relationship to an end, and just simply walking away from it, I mean, I could totally see that happening in the end. For others of you where you already walked away from the marriage and a relationship, oh wait, 1 second. So sorry, my bad. Is that I just literally remembered that my niece has a job interview today, and she was super nervous about it last night. So I was like, oh my God, I gotta call her and wish her well. And it literally just crossed my mind as I was doing your reading. I knew I had something to do this morning before I started work, but it literally just came to me as I was doing your reading. So my bad, my bad. But yeah, let's get back to your reading. So yeah, for those of you who have already ended this relationship, Capricorn, I feel like this person definitely pushed you to that point of no return, okay? It appears to me that you more than likely checked out emotionally and mentally from the relationship, and it kind of looks like you more than likely decided to physically leave the relationship because you just couldn't take it anymore. For those of you who are still with this person, because you've already checked out emotionally and mentally, it looks like you're very, very close to like leaving physically. I just kind of feel like this person has no idea, okay? But let's keep going nonetheless. What actions? Okay. Will Capricorn take? Yeah. Towards this person or moving forward. For those of you who have yet to leave the relationship, because we are getting two different storylines here, you're falling into this energy of realization is like the best way that I can put it. It's like you're realizing you don't deserve this. This being, you know, everything that this person continues to put you through time and time and time and time and time and time again. So with that being said, with the 7 of Wands to the Tower coming out here, for those of you who have yet to leave this person, I see that happening very soon as far as you leaving this person is concerned and are just kicking this human being out of your life, okay? For those of you who have already walked away from this relationship, and here they are, you know, trying to like wiggle their way back into your life all over again. You know, a lot of you are convinced that this person's never going to be you know, the man that you need them to be or the woman that you need them to be. And a lot of you are also convinced that this person is just never going to change because, again, you've been down this, you know, road with this one over here many, many times to know. This one over here is just never going to change. So I do see you definitely standing your ground and refusing to accept this individual back into your life ever again because you refuse to allow someone to put you through the stuff that this person has put you through. So moving forward, if it's one thing that I will say, is that if anybody even attempts or even thinks it's a good idea to do you the way that this one over here did you, you're not gonna waste any time kicking that person out of your life. You're not gonna sit around and wait for that person to change and wait for that person to do right by you in that, you know, relationship that you guys share with one another. You will be kicking that person out of your life in 2.5 seconds, okay? But yeah, it just kind of looks like getting back together with this one is something that you will absolutely not do, okay? Okay. If it's one thing that I will say is that this connection forced you to like, you know, recognize, you know, your value and your worth and what you deserve and what you don't deserve. And it also taught you a whole lot, you know, moving forward, you're not going to be making the same mistakes again, Capricorn. You're not going to sit around and wait for a person to change anymore. Which is, you know, at least you learned something, right, from your experience with this person, you know? Okay, now let's look at this human, shall we? We have the Devil. Oh my God. We have the Page of Swords, and then we also have the Eight of Swords. For those of you who have already decided to leave the relationship, and here they are trying to wiggle their way back into your life all over again, thinking that you're just going to turn around and accept them back because that's what you used to do in the past. I think that this person's going to be very shocked and very surprised. Okay. Here's the thing. This is kind of where it kind of gets a little interesting. I think that this person's under the impression that the reason why you're so against working things out with them is because there must be another man involved or there must be another woman involved. Now, could you be dating someone new? That's definitely a possibility. But let's just say, hypothetically speaking, that you're not dating absolutely anyone new. The reason why you refuse to take this person back is because, again, it kind of looks like you've, came to terms with the fact that, for one, this person doesn't deserve you. And well, for two, you've also came to terms with the fact that this person is just never going to change. And this vicious cycle is something that you're very determined to no longer be a part of. Okay. So again, if you are dating someone new, for those of you who are dating someone new, I don't feel like that's the reason, why you refuse to get, back with this person. It could be one of the reasons. I mean, that's a possibility, but you have other reasons as to why you refuse to get back with this person. And it has a lot to do with the things that I already basically mentioned. So yeah, this person's under the impression that the reason why you want nothing to do with them is because there has to be another man in the equation. There has to be another woman in the equation. And they're very determined to find out who the hell this mystery man is or who this mystery woman is, because this one over here is convinced that you're seeing another man or you're seeing another woman. And that's why you refuse to take them back. And they're very determined to find out who the hell this person is. Okay. Personally, I don't like this combo. I really don't like this combo. This could basically describe somebody who is obsessively watching you. Like, this individual is watching you like a hawk. Okay. And again, it's because this person's under the impression that you have to be dating someone new. You just have to be, because like the fact that you refuse to take them back, like, there has to be somebody else. There has to be somebody else. They just want to know who the hell this somebody else is. You know what I mean? It's kind of what I'm getting. For those of you who are about to walk away from this relationship, this whole them turning around and apologizing to you and trying to get into your good graces, it kind of looks like it's not going to work. Okay. It's not going to work. And I think that that's going to like really, really throw this person off, because that's what, this person has been doing in this dynamic. They fuck up and then they turn around and they apologize and, they go out of their way to do something nice, and then boom, it's like you guys are back to loving one another all over again. So the fact that that's not working this time around, it kind of has this person kind of, confused. I am definitely getting that this person may be under the impression that the reason why you don't want to be with them anymore and the reason why you want to walk away from this is because there must be another man. There must be another man. There must be another woman, because like, why would you want to like all of a sudden like end things now? Like, why don't you want to give them another chance now? Why don't you want to turn around and forgive them now? I mean, that's what you always used to do. Like, that's kind of how they're looking at this entire situation. Like, why do you want to walk away from this relationship now and stop forgiving me now and stop giving me chance after chance now? And it's causing them to think like, nah, like there has to be another man. Like there has to be another fucking man. Like there has to be another woman. And again, obsessively watching you, because they're convinced that they're convinced the reason why you want to leave is because you want to leave them to go be with another man. You want to leave them to go be with another man. I don't think that you want to leave this person to go be with another man or another woman. I think that you're leaving this person because the way that this person treated you and the way that this person was with you forced you to, recognize your own value and your own worth and what you deserve and what you don't deserve, And on top of that, you don't want to sit around and suffer, being with this person. So then there's that. But just be aware. Just be aware that this person is watching you like a hawk. They're watching you like a hawk. Like this is like somebody who's obsessively watching you. and trying to like figure out who this mystery man is or who this mystery woman is. And this mystery man or mystery woman may not even freaking exist. May not exist. You know, maybe you're not seeing anybody else. Maybe you are. I don't know. But they're convinced that you are. They're absolutely convinced that you are. And they're very determined to figure out who the hell this person is. Why? I don't know. But let's look at the devil. Tell you more about the devil. Tell me more about the devil. Okay. Ooh. You have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. You did show up as a Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse could represent like a disloyal spouse. This person's convinced that you're leaving them to go be with another man. Or you left them. For those of you who already left them, they're convinced that you left them to go be with another man. With the Nine of Wands in the reverse to the Hermit in the reverse, I am getting like a level of like projection going on. It does appear to me that this person was dealing with someone who did in fact leave them to go be with another man, left them to go be with another woman. And I feel like that's kind of why they so strongly believe like, Capricorn left me to go be with another man. They left me to go be with another man. They left me to go be with another woman. There's just no way. There's just no way that that's not the case. There's just no way that that's not the case, you know? I just feel like this has a lot to do with something that they personally experienced with someone prior to meeting you. So they're just like, yeah, that's more than likely what they did. They left me to go be with another man. They left me to go be with another woman. That's more than likely what this human being did, you know? But even then, with the Eight of Swords, that's kind of telling me that this person, this is just what they think. Not what they know. This is just what they think. You know? This is just what they think. So that's kind of telling me that they don't really have any sort of concrete evidence to sit there and say like, yeah, look, you see Capricorn did leave me to go, you know, be with another man. They did leave me to go be with another woman. You see, look, they're over there kissing and hugging and everything and holding damn hands and shit. You know what I mean? Like they don't have any sort of concrete evidence. They just think that that's what happened. But because this person doesn't know for sure, I feel like this is kind of why they're harnessing this energy of somebody who's like obsessively watching you, you know, and very determined, by the way, you know, to get down to the bottom of the truth. You know, did Capricorn leave me to go be with another man or another woman? Like, is that what happened? Like, is that why they left? You know, what really blows my mind is that this person fails to like realize that they caused you to check out emotionally and mentally from the relationship. Again, I don't think this person realizes that. Like, I feel like this person kind of pushed you to that point of no return. In other words, it's like this person is under the impression that, you know, like they're the good guy, you know, and they were like a saint or something like that throughout the course of their relationship with you. So there is no way that you left them because you just got so sick and tired of them, you know, and all that comes with them because, you know, they're a saint, you know what I mean? So there's no way that, you know, you're leaving them because you're sick and tired of them, you know, because as far as they're concerned, they feel like, you know, they never put you through anything. But we obviously know that that's definitely not the case because we did see everything that you went through with this person. So, you know, then there's that. I don't know, maybe this person is choosing to not, you know, take that into consideration that, you know, they did kind of put you through a lot. They did hurt you many times. They did disappoint you many times. You see what I mean? I just feel like they're choosing to not even take that into consideration. Like their mind is instantly jumping to, they left me to go be with another man. Or they're leaving me right now because they want to go be with another man. Or they want to go be with another woman. I just know it. And I'm going to get down to the bottom of it. And I'm going to find out. I'm going to find out. I'm going to find out. Now, do they have any sort of intentions, you know, of doing anything? You know what I mean? If they do see you with another man, if they do see you with another woman, no. I mean, this person's showing up as a page. Absolutely not. They ain't gonna do nothing. They're not gonna do anything but get pissed, you know, if they find out that that's what happened. I just kind of feel like it's just that constant need of, I just need to know why they really left me though. Because I'm starting to think they left me to go be with another man and I just need to know, like, or they left me to go be with another woman. So I just need to know, I need to find out, like, if that's what they did to me, like, I feel like everything that this person has put you through is literally going over this person's head like a carry-on bag. Like, I don't think this person's stopping to really like take into consideration that they are somebody who has definitely put you through a lot. They are somebody who has definitely pushed you to that point of no return. I just don't think that this person's stopping to think about that. They rather stop and think as well as believe that the reason why you're leaving them or the reason why you left them is because of another man. It's not because of them. It's because of another man, or it's because of another woman. So a little FYI, fair warning, this one's watching you like a fucking hawk. Like literally watching you like a hawk. So I would just pay attention to your surroundings if I were you. You know what I mean? Because, you know, you're showing up as a Queen of Pentacles. You know, a Queen of Pentacles is somebody who typically is like very lost in their own world. You know what I mean? Nothing wrong with you being lost in your own world, Capricorn. But as you're like lost in your own world, doing your thing, running your errands, doing this, doing that, and just keeping yourself extremely busy / occupied, you got somebody here watching you like a damn hawk. Because they're convinced that the reason why you left or the reason why you're leaving them is because of another man. It's because of another woman, and they're very determined to find out if that is true. Okay, so just pay attention to your surroundings, okay? So that is what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated, and I will see you guys in your next reading.